Arsenal reveals that they are monitoring Tottenham's target, who is now available for £64 million. And Mikel Arteta has provided a crucial update on his £55 million target that will shake up the summer transfer window. All this and more can be found right here, with the latest Arsenal news coming directly from Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Arsenal are currently keeping tabs on one midfield transfer target who may be available at a significant discount this summer. Whilst club captain Martin Odegaard has one of the two number 8 roles in the Arsenal midfield trio locked down, the number 8 position on the left-hand side is up for grabs. Mikel Arteta trialled Kai Havertz in that part of the pitch, before the German established himself as the Gunners' first-choice striker. Declan Rice then impressed in the role, but there is an argument that the former West Ham United man is at his best at the base of the midfield trio. Meanwhile, neither Emile Smith Rowe or Fabio Vieira have been able to make the position their own. Arteta now has a decision to make between Vieira and Smith Rowe, as there surely isn't room for both of them in the manager's plans at the Emirates Stadium next season. Arsenal keeping tabs on Georgiy Sudakov. Arteta may seek to bring in a more suitable fit for this left 8 role in the upcoming summer transfer window. According to Caught Offside, Arsenal are monitoring Georgiy Sudakov. The Shakhtar Donetsk case has a release clause worth equivalent to £128 million. However, the Ukrainian outfit are thought to be willing to negotiate a deal for the 21-year-old, and could let him leave for a fee of around £68 million. This would still be a huge fee to pay for the 12-cap Ukraine international, who is also wanted by Tottenham Hotspur. A bidding war between the two North London rivals could see the player's discounted asking price rise back up again. Who is Arsenal target Georgiy Sudakov? Sudakov is undeniably talented. He is technically gifted, physically robust, with an eye for goal, and he is also capable of being a real creative force. In 34 appearances for Shakhtar Donetsk this season, across all competitions, Sudakov racked up 10 goals and 6 assists. However, the standard of the Ukrainian Premier Liga must be taken into account to some extent. Mikhailo Mudryk struggles to adapt at Chelsea, having previously been targeted by Arsenal, exemplifies how big the gap in quality is between the Ukrainian top flight and the Premier League. Even with the discount, it is hard to imagine the Gunners investing such an enormous fee in Sudakov, especially with other areas of the squad in need of investment. Arsenal now learn necessary step to agree £55 million Benjamin Sesko transfer. Arsenal have now learned the necessary step that sporting director Edu has to make to secure the transfer of Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig during the summer window. The Gunners have recognized the 20-year-old as one of their potential striker targets for this summer. Boss Mikel Arteta is eager to improve his attacking options after an underwhelming term from the out-and-out centre-forwards at Arsenal, having needed to rely on Kai Havertz. Arteta turned to the midfielder to lead the attack during the Premier League run-in and saw Havertz score 8 goals and 6 assists in 12 of Arsenal's final 16 games. Gabriel Jesus only scored 4 goals in 27 matches all season, while Edin Nketiah also only hit home 5 in 27. Yet despite the success that Havertz had whilst the 24-year-old played as a no-9 in his debut term at Emirates Stadium, Arsenal are exploring a transfer from RB Leipzig for Sesko. That is according to Dean Jones, who also says that a switch to N5 would turn the Slovenian's head. Sesko would be tempted to join Arsenal just 1 year on from arriving at RB Leipzig if Arteta and Edu make a serious attempt to secure a transfer. Die Roten Bullen welcomed the 28-cap attacker from RB Salzburg last July in a delayed deal they originally agreed in August 2022. Life in Germany was initially tough for the attacker, but Sesko turned a corner at the turn of the year. He ended the 2023-24 season with 18 goals in 42 matches across all competitions. Sesko hit 11 of his goals in 2024, including once in each of his final 7 Bundesliga games. But if Arsenal now want to agree Sesko's transfer, Jones claims it will be necessary that Edu moves to finalize a deal with RB Leipzig and the Radice native as soon as the window opens in mid-June. Although the Gunners would not be able to register Sesko's transfer until July 1. Benjamin Sesko's release clause at RB Leipzig has increased in value. Sesko might also cost Arsenal €65 million, £55 million, to sign this summer, according to Philip Hinze. The Sky Sports Germany reporter notes the value of his release clause increased from €50 million, £42.5 million, after the Slovenian striker met certain performance-related clauses in his contract. The clause could have risen as high as €75 million, £64 million, as well, as Die Roten Bullen banked on Sesko hitting the ground running in Saxony. But RB Leipzig only finished the Bundesliga term in 4th place. VfL Wolfsburg also edged the Red Bull outfit in the DFB Pokal second round. Arsenal to hold talks over summer transfer. Arsenal will reportedly hold talks with Austrian club Sturm Graz as they look to sign Gunners forward Mika Biereth on a permanent deal. The 21-year-old spent the first half of last season on loan at Motherwell in Scotland before joining Sturm Graz on loan in January. Biereth, a Denmark U21 international, scored 9 goals and provided 4 assists in 22 games for Sturm Graz as they won the Austrian Bundesliga title for the first time since 2011. They also won the Austrian Cup for the second consecutive season. Sturm Graz's triumph in the Austrian top flight ended RB Salzburg's 10-year winning streak, and they are eager to sign Biereth on a permanent deal in a bid to defend their title next season. Biereth has just 1 year left on his current contract at Arsenal, and Mikel Arteta's side will hold talks with Sturm Graz this week, according to the Evening Standard. Sheffield Wednesday are also interested in signing Biereth following their 20th place finish in the Championship. In March, Football Transfers exclusively reported that Arsenal would look to include Biereth in their pre-season squad after his encouraging time out on loan, but Sturm Graz have ramped up their interest in the 21-year-old, and the Gunners must make a decision on his future. Cedric Soares has hailed an Arsenal star after seeing him for the very first time in training at London Coney. The Portuguese defender is due to leave North London this summer, with Cedric's contract coming to an end as Arsenal passed on the option to award the right-back a new deal, alongside Mohamed Elneny. Despite hardly playing this season, Cedric was used strategically by Mikel Arteta to lift the spirits of Arsenal's regular players in training, a method that seemed to work in the second half of the campaign. And Cedric has now showered one Arsenal player with praise after watching him for the first time. Cedric left in awe by watching Gabriel Jesus after Arsenal arrival. Speaking on the One Para One podcast, Cedric detailed how he was left in awe by Gabriel Jesus after the Brazilian international's arrival last season from Manchester City. The striker was a revelation for the Gunners in the first few months of his arrival, though an injury at the 2022 FIFA World Cup has seen Jesus' impact at Arsenal decrease despite his obvious qualities. Indeed, with Saudi Arabian clubs now interested in signing the 27-year-old forward, Jesus could follow Cedric out of Arsenal this summer, a decision that could leave the North London side short in the attack. Cedric said, "Gabriel Jesus surprised me when he arrived. I trained with him, and I thought, wow, this guy is very complete. He'll help us a lot. He's not a player tied to statistics, but he gives a lot to the team." There's no sugarcoating the fact that Jesus struggled greatly this season, with injuries really taking a toll on the former City star, as the striker managed just 8 goals and 8 assists in all competitions. Yet if the attacker does remain in North London this summer, Jesus will want a shot at redemption and to transform himself again under Arteta, who is clearly a big fan of the Brazilian international. With teammates like Cedric also impressed with what they see from the attacker in training, there are still signs of life in Jesus becoming a leading man for Arsenal, and the forward could earn a chance to reform himself with the Gunners. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.